personnel report. This is not a drill.
When it hits the fan, plus your frostbitten hand, medics can't land. You need a fighting friend. He'll find you falling, pulse throbbing, fish bacon calling, meds dropping. It's the ice lover's wonderland. Penguin is here till the end. Penguin is your fighting friend. Is here till the end. Penguin is your fighting friend.
I'm older now, but the heart stays young. Joystick in hand, still top of the land. Max leveled, scoreboard upheaval. Life's just a game and I'm playing with ease. Controllers in hand, I can shake off the grind. And remembering my kid heart while I'm searching for time. Watching the pixels light up in my eyes. Echoing laughter from the days we would rise together. Journey while the world's fast asleep. Past the high scores, I've got stories to tell. Arcade or dreams, I'm ringing the winner's bell. Grown up but young, never lost sight in the haze. Taking a break from my wisdom for those nostalgic days. Continue to play, don't press pause for my soul's kid. As long as I'm breathing, I'll be chasing that goal. Time may pass, but my score won't fade away. To the friends I've made, I hope we continue to play. I won't let you or HD find me in the game world. I'm still feeling free. With my quest in hand, I'll always believe this kid at heart. I will keep her dream.
Jumping through the circuits, living in the cold, hacking into Gibson, watch the data explode, fingers flying fast, in a world untold. Feel the rush now. Jump inside the stream. Let the bass pound. Glitching through the portals. Chasing all the dreams. Riding on the network. Nothing's what it seems. Nothing's what it tames. Pixels in a frenzy. Under neon beams. Put your hands up. Feel the rush now. Jumps inside the stream. Let the bass down. Put your hands up. Tech dreams alive, dance through the chaos. Watch our spirit thrive. Put your hands up. Feel the rush now. Jumps inside stream. Let the bass go. Watching pressure ride, the rebel in his prime, taking down the crony with hacks and freaking, screaming hack the planet, the start.
Hello and welcome everybody. How are you all doing today? It's been a minute since I've seen y'all, so I wanted to at least stop in when I had a moment of downtime to say hello. Saw Lady Starlord this. I saw, who else was here? Attack Cat, Yuzin. I swore I saw an A-Corp somewhere in there. Maybe. How are you all doing today? It's good to see you. Sounds a little off, like hollow. Yeah, well, it could be partially just because of this particular headset, to be honest with y'all. But, yeah. As a little, like, scrolling thing on my forehead here says, currently on the road. Actually, you can kind of see behind me out the window there is actually the building that TwitchCon is in. So I'm back in the hotel room, hanging out. Good to see you. Hope you've been well. Same to you, Lady Starlord. How are you doing? It's been a minute. Yeah, I will say that so far things have been pretty chill. I think next year I'm definitely going to keep it down to like 1 day for sure. That's, yeah. How have you all been though? Hopefully you had a good week. As the title says, if you have any questions about TwitchCon or you want to talk about all the heavy duty content we got announced at CitizenCon Direct, happy to talk through that. Or anything else. Was there anything particular any of you all were looking forward to in TwitchCon? I can tell you all one embarrassing thing that happened, and that is last night I managed to put hand sanitizer in my eye instead of saline solution. So, don't recommend. 10 out of 10 would not recommend doing that. Let's see if I can get a little bit of music going here. Yeah, that works. I'll put it a little quieter. Oops. Make sure it's not too loud. Yeah, that's not too bad. For you all don't know, behind me there, wait, is it this way? Or is it this way? Yeah, this way. That's the Bacon Dragon, everybody. One of the people hanging out here with, we've been hanging out with Hank and him, as well as on and off with Captain Richard, and various other folks we ran into, which has been kind of cool. But yeah, definitely never recommended for sure. Oh wow, that's still coming through pretty dang loud. Let me adjust it in here. There we go. Yeah, I'm also noticing it's coming through in mono, which is interesting. That's alright. I got a notification from Twitch saying I followed you for 3 years. For TwitchCon, is there a lot of Call of Duty stuff? There is no Call of Duty stuff actually. There's PUBG, Capcom. There was some stuff from like Arc Raiders was there. We had a bunch of indie games. I'm trying to think. I don't think there was any other like big ones though. And if you do ! Followage, it should tell you how long you've been following. It has been a minute though, so I wouldn't be too shocked that it's 2 years. But yeah, there was a couple of really cool ones that I might live stream tomorrow, including like this one that brought like this whole entire like command console looking thing. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, in general, the TwitchCon was a lot lighter this year than even last year. I swear they decided to try to make it a fan expo and kind of ditch the creator aspect. I think it's starting to bite them in the butt because now everybody's kind of bailing on it. Because there's way better and way cheaper fan expos out there, like PAX, for example. So they had to start filling in things with like a pickleball court. They had like extra seating areas than they did last year. They had one of the talking areas was downstairs. There was like twice as many like info booths as there was last year. Like they were trying to be sneaky about it, but they had to fill in a lot of holes this year. But the bar citizen even this year was a little lighter than it was in years past. We only had like 12 people show up, which I mean, thankful for the 12 that did, but every year prior we've hit like 70 to 100 folks pretty much. So it's kind of crazy. Although to be fair, you know, with CitizenCon Direct being literally the weekend before and having to work that, by we, I mean this year was just me. Didn't have a lot of time to work on the bar citizen here for TwitchCon this year. It was like literally got back from that and then started prepping for like heading back this way. So there was only like a day in between Vid Summit, which by the way was pretty good this year. It was the first year I got to do it with my wife, which is kind of cool. It's her first Creator Con ever, so I got her to introduce her, which is cool. And then we had straight from there to CitizenCon Direct, and I helped set up a bunch of the comms and various aspects of the Austin one. And then 3 days later, headed out to San Diego to work on all this stuff. So it's been a bit busy. Yeah, it was really cool. We got to hang out for some of it for sure, and she understands now why I like to do them a little bit more, which was kind of the point. Don't tell her, but yeah, that was kind of why I drug her along. And since we've been here, we've run into all sorts of really cool folks, like I was saying. Today we ran into Anna, we ran into Smashley, we ran into... yesterday was the other side, for anybody who remembers him bouncing through the category for a while. So music's blasting over me. Here, I'll kick it down a bit more. I think it's probably, maybe I need to make it a little closer. Here, let me add a little bit of gain to mine, I guess. There we go, that should help. If not, just a touch. Heard there was bad behavior again? There's bad behavior at every con every year. I've gone to so many of them, and I can tell you every one of them has something. With VidCon, it was, oh, frick, what's his face? The guy that decided to take the camera into the bathroom and everything else. And then for this year, there was a bit about like Asmon and whatnot. Yeah. It's good times. the trick and kind of thing to note is that bad publicity is still publicity in some people's minds. Totally forgetting the name right now off the top of my head, but anybody getting any of the new ships that got released last weekend? And is anybody able to play the PT for me? Because I have not had a chance yet. Pally Shiv. Nice, nice. Oh. Cool. Oh, you're talking about the something glide. It's starts with an S. Okay, I just gave one out yesterday too. What was it? Shiv? Yeah, we talked about the Shiv. Stinger, yeah, that's right. And the Pally is the one that I think I might end up getting. Yep. Well, and they kind of showed off that the new mission sets, which is kind of cool. There was a lot of things I think we were all hoping they were going to talk about. I definitely did properly call out the fact that we were going to have Nick show up, because that's an easy, knock out of the park for them. They pretty much had it ready since last year. And they were just doing final cleanups on it. So they're like, hey, here's this thing that we were pretty much done at the beginning of the year. But I get it. This year's been mostly a cleanup and kind of optimization year, so I don't fault them for that. And that area, by the way, that they did, the cafeteria, is really cool. Some of the areas surrounding it there with like the armor and whatnot, good times for sure. For anybody who remembers, I posted a few pictures of it last year when I was in Manchester. Although at that time they did not have the margarita machine, so I think that we got gypped. So anything particular, by the way, for tomorrow, as I kind of plan a short live stream for y'all? Anything anybody wants to see? Anything that people heard about? We'll see if I do one or if I just say, hey, go to Hankins, because I think Hankins doing one tomorrow. So. I will say though that the hotel we're at, it's like attached. It's really cool. You can see over the bay, see the ocean, inlet here. Look across, see like the naval base that aircraft carriers in. It's kind of cool. The other thing for some of you all have noticed is don't have glasses on. I normally do. These kind of things I try to wear contacts. So. And this is the last event with this jersey. I'll be retiring it after that. Because I don't have any events for a while, which would be kind of nice, to be honest. Been on the road so much lately. Can't complain too much, but I've definitely seen, got to see a lot of really cool people, meet some new folks. Who's this Hinkin guy coming in on X? Well, the TwitchCon would be alright if it wasn't for the Hinkin guy. I tell you what, no, I'm kidding. I think, 3/4 of the reason why I come to these kind of TwitchCon events is to meet people and hang out with people and network, etc. And it's been really cool to get to hang out with, Hinkin especially. So, and like I said, meet folks like Bacon Dragon back there. Did anybody buy any ships using? Did you open up the pocketbook or Tech Cat? Hey, there's A Corps. Oh, sevens. Nope, I did get CCU from Demer to Pally. Yeah, I need to go and see what I have, and I apparently probably need to do it soon before they're like, no, you can't get it anymore. But I need to find something to upgrade to the Pally. I don't need more than one, but I think it'd be kind of cool to have that in the repertoire for sure. And normally, if y'all remember, like the last TwitchCon and stuff like that, like I had my full camera set. This year, doing a lot lighter. Trying to take this one a little bit chill, just because it has been extremely busy September and October. So taking this as a little bit of downtime to get to hang out with folks, which has kind of been nice. For those that don't know, the studio is I'd say about halfway done at the moment. Got to meet and talk to some really cool folks in the industry this week, and we might have some things coming from that. And then I'm running into another audio issue, which I'm trying to hunt down, which is whenever the GPU starts getting a lot of power going to it in my gaming PC, it starts causing a buzz. So I'm pretty dang sure it's a PSU issue, but still to get into it to make sure. How was the BC? It was up near Santa Barbara and couldn't make it. It was good, yeah. I think I posted a picture in the California one. It was 7 stars. Good to see ya. We had, it was either 12 or 13 folks outside of myself show up, so it's good. It's smaller than normal. If you've been in prior ones, you know that we usually hit between 70 and 100 folks for this one, but that's kind of been the theme for this TwitchCon in general. Is everything's a lot smaller than it used to be. So I'm a little worried for the con in general, to be honest. Scintilla clothes and missing hologram. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of expected the LA one was going to close, because they, after the last CitizenCon there, I heard a lot of things that I'm not allowed to talk about, but I wasn't too shocked. We'll go with that. There's some really pissed off people with the city, to be clear. Yeah, for those who don't know, that's where I was born, was in San Diego, so it's kind of, I mean, I left when I was really freaking young because I was a military brat, but it's still kind of, you know, neat to go back to the city where you're born. Look across at the naval base where you were born on. What about you, Draz? Did you pick up anything with this CitizenCon Direct? You didn't? I have too many already? You're not the first person to tell me that. Like, I pretty much see nonstop that it's going to be, hey, I'm either doing like a basic upgrade, or I'm just not this year. There's even like, I'm hearing a lot more people going, yeah, I don't even need to be in the current giveaways and stuff like that are going on from CIG, because I already own all the ships I want. Like, there's nothing new that I care about, which is A unique take, to say the least. Trap of having nothing to reach for when the game actually launches. Yeah, that's kind of... So my rule of thumb for myself is that I tend to not get ground vehicles, and that's kind of where I suspect that I'll, you know, put in-game currency toward. But that is a trap that I know so many people are going to fall into, is that it's like, yay, it's live now. But I've already played all the content, and I've already, or at least, you know, 90% of the content, and I've already got like every ship that I want. So this game isn't fun now. And now I am sad backer of Vino long time. It was kind of funny. There was somebody that was there at this one here, like, yeah, I installed the game and bought like $500 worth of ships back in 2015, 2016. And I haven't played since. Those are always the unique ones whenever they do show up to Barca's and whatnot. And they're like, oh yeah, when were you last playing? Oh, back in 2016. Oh, you've missed a lot. Yeah. I was talking to him a bit, and there was some miscommunication and stuff, because TwitchCon originally was going to be on the world tour, so I was going to have to do like all this extra work, but I was kind of glad I didn't have to. But either way, next year they're already kind of letting me know that it'll be back on the schedule again. So plan for that next year. You heard it here first. With a, you know, an asterisk of subject to change, but yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what they said, actually. Oh yeah, I remember I got to when the hangars came out, I got to play the hangar mini game. It was like in, you know, I used to do like 4 or 5 hours of just pulling up ships and talking about what we think the future is going to be for them. It's like, oh, that's unique. I mean, I kind of did that myself when I first started in the game, so I get it, considering I jumped in at 2.6, so. I mean, frick, this next May will be 9 years of streaming in the category, so. Yeah, it's been a minute. We've, the wife and I, that is, have pretty much decided next year we're definitely going to be at VidCon too, so maybe we'll do Bar Citizen for VidCon next year. That'd be nice, if so, in LA, Anaheim. What's the time over there now? It is 7. Wait, is it? No, it's not. It is 5 p.m. That would be cool. Yes, yes, it would. I actually like truly enjoyed VidCon. It was a bit of refreshment to see like a conference that did a pretty good job, in my opinion, of balancing like fan and creator expo. The one cool thing about them too is that it's pretty much like everybody but Twitch. So you got TikTok, you got Instagram, Facebook, you've got YouTube, of course. Like everybody's there. There was a couple of like the random ones like Caffeine and stuff that were hanging out too at those. Like pretty much the only one that doesn't show up to that party is TwitchCon or Twitch. That's it. And you get to hear literally updates from all of them. Yeah, I think that's why it corpse. Well, the other thing is VidCon, as the title kind of implies, is more about videos. whether it's short form or long form, but videos nonetheless. And even though there is live streaming going to each of these kind of platforms, that is definitely not what they focus on. So I think that's probably another part of it is VidCon is for videos, while TwitchCon is for live streaming to Twitch. So, but like the cool thing with like VidCon is there's like master classes and things from like lighting to video recording and photography, etc., from like Hollywood people and whatnot showing up to give little like crash master courses, which is super cool. And like the food options that they had at VidCon was a whole like slew of, I think there was like 20 food trucks last time I was there, plus multiple like food halls. TwitchCon we had tacos, nachos, hot dogs, and like wok. And it was like outrageously expensive. Like a bottle of Dasani water was like $8 in some places within the con. Apparently there's a couple places where you could get it for $5, but still, it wasn't a very big bottle either. And I did hear good reports though about the partner stuff. Obviously, don't know firsthand, but at least they're starting to figure out, like, you know, that's a sign that at least for partners they're realizing that they're going to have to actually maybe do a little something for them, which is good. And I'm excited about the block party. We'll see, we'll see. It was interesting though that for the DJs that they have, because they started putting like live DJs within TwitchCon. They initially, until like last minute, only had like 3 per day. So even a lot of the like DJs and stuff are just like not wanting to come and do it. I know there's a bunch of them here, but not a lot of them signed up to be in the DJ booth. Last minute though, I think they were able to finally fill all the spots, but it was like the schedule just updated this morning for some of them, kind of level last minute. And these are streamer Twitch DJs, to be clear. Not like, I hate to say it, but more of the professional radio types. So. But yeah, as I said, I didn't go to VidCon this year. I went to Vid Summit because it's Vid Summit. The last year and this year were in Dallas, essentially. It's a suburb of Dallas, but Dallas. And so that was across literally the opposite side of Dallas from where I'm at, because I'm on the far outside of the city on the east side, and it was on outside of the city on the west side. So I had to go around Dallas, which takes a minute, let me tell you. But at least then I could go home every night, and put the kids to bed. As everybody would suspect for Vid Summit, and even some of the stuff for here this time, everybody's talking about AI in some form or another. Either it was like AI clipping, editing, integrations, games, etc. So more so at Vid Summit and VidCon than at TwitchCon. TwitchCon seems to be, I think there was only like a dozen vendors, I swear. So it was like gear, a couple of like the bigger names for games. Elgato showed up, as they do every year, and they had a bunch of stuff that used to be upstairs that they pulled downstairs to fill in some of the holes. Like there was an entire art section. There was a massive table games section downstairs that years prior would have been upstairs. So that was unique. The artist out there though was really busy this year, which is kind of cool because years past it wasn't as much. Light Switch, good to see you. How you doing? Appreciate you stopping on by. Turning the light on. How is your weekend going? Hopefully well. Planning to get back into like a pretty regular 3 days of stream. Hoping by end of next weekend I can have the studio wrapped up. Because the problem that I've been having is I've only been home like 1 day a week. And there's only so much you can do, like unpack, repack, say hello to my kids and let them know I still exist. Try to get some sleep because in some of these I did not sleep. Like for instance, TwitchCon Direct, I was there at 8 a.m. Well, I hopped in my car at 5 a.m. Drove all the way there. Started at 8:30 a.m. actually technically, working on stuff, and then didn't get done until midnight, almost, working for the con. Hit a hotel that was not too far up the road. Passed out for like 6 hours, drove home, unloaded, and then reloaded the bags, and then like jetted this way. Yeah, so for those that don't go to these kind of cons and stuff like that, for like these creator cons, I tend to do a room like this one, which is an executive suite with a nice like cozy area, and then I also do what I call the starving artist room. So for anybody who's like a full-time content creator or, you know, doesn't have the cash and wants to still come experience one of these things, I usually get a couple rooms for that. And then a room like this for kind of a general gathering room. Like some of y'all didn't see earlier. Let's see if I can do it again. Be still there. Say hello. That's the Bacon Dragon. Coming up here. Hinken was in here before. Like, try to, you know, make it a good time for people. As you all know, I, quote unquote, try to act as almost like a streamer parent at times. But, yes. Either way, cozy, for sure. Try to take care of people where I can. Got to see some cool artists here this year. There was it BB No Money? Who was the other one we were talking about? The other like big time artist? Like yeah, like there was BB No Money, and then there was there's another one, but I'm totally blanking on their name. Neon, that was what it was. Yeah. Oh, I didn't see them. Got it. So yeah, Neon was the other one that I saw. The new update event for SC is buggy. I mean, did you expect something else? They included a whole new system. That always breaks something when they do something that big. They're not the greatest at doing large release content. Like smaller ones they've gotten pretty good at. So, you know, props where props are due, but for the big ones, not really. Not yet. They'll get there. That's Moopy. Good to see you. 07s. You deliver PDA tablets? PDA tablets for who? I'm confuzzled. But that's Moopy. Good to see you. I hope your weekend's going well. Appreciate you stopping in. I won't recognize certain tablets that you get. Dead bosses. Oh, you're talking about in game. Sorry, I was like, I need to sell it at TwitchCon? Like, I don't get it. But, gotcha. So the tablets issues again. Because that's definitely happened in prior ones where they've used tablets where I was like, well, we searched everybody twice. no working tablets, especially in some of the bunker missions. But that's unfortunate. I'm sure they'll get it patched in a hot patch, you know, next week. But yeah, it was like, I mean, maybe it'd be good business trying to resell tablets here, like TwitchCon. Load them up as streamer devices. Especially with that app that I was telling you all about, the Gazer one. Just like throw a sticker on it, call it a Gazer. Didn't realize it was TwitchCon? Yeah, it is. That's where I'm at right now. Over my, I guess, left shoulder, that building you see right here is attached to the actual TwitchCon conference, so we're like right next door. Preloaded with malware to steal credentials. Would we be true, you know, InfoSec people if we didn't include malware as a free bonus entity, right? Yeah. With like a security training if they actually open it. We've infected your device, install your stuff. And here's a link to some free InfoSec training. Yeah, the other thing that happened at TwitchCon that was kind of fun is last minute they switched it from 16-inch by 12-inch backpacks down to 12 by 12. And so there's a bunch of people like myself who last year bought this from Twitch at TwitchCon, and it was with the promise that it was going to be available to be used in all TwitchCons from here on, and they weren't able to. Yeah, all your base now belong to us. Now here's your free training. And make the training like one of our paid trainings that, like, you know, I build on, like, you know, penguinsecuritytraining.com. So I get them twice. I get them first for buying the tablet and the software, then I also get them for the training, right? Corporate lies, say it ain't so. Also, you know, corporate trying to find every way possible to make it so you have to give them more money. Yeah, I could totally see that. I'm excited to show you all, though, the studio. It's turned out quite nice. For those that don't remember or weren't here, I'm re-unboxing a lot of the studio stuff now that we found out we actually can't sell the house because it's now in one of the proposed express highway locations. So the state/county might be buying the dang thing from us. But because it's in that mix, we can't sell the place either, which is kind of fun because it's within an eminent domain area. And so that's also fun. So I'm just saying, screw it. You know, I'll just go ahead and rebuild the studio. Talking to folks for like Blackmagic again and A4 Media, etc. for some things. So that's kind of cool. The best TwitchCon is the one for Tourette's people. I see what you did there. Yeah. I definitely I'm a bit sad to see kind of TwitchCon this way. Like, I knew it was going to happen eventually ever since, you know, Twitch got bought by Amazon. Like, that was kind of the beginning of the end for them, I feel. Especially with the current Amazon leadership, just like trying to wrinkle every penny out of every department possible to make the next, you know, growth metrics for shareholders. So, yeah, it is unfortunate. like I said, this weekend though, I'm hoping to have the studio done, and when it's done, I'll do a nice little tour for y'all, let you all see kind of the new updates. I've got multiple different cameras that are going into my A10 Mini, so you can kind of quickly see like different angles, and I can kind of toggle them on my desk, which is kind of cool. Twitch has lost some of its partners to a degree. It's lost a ton of partners, and that's why they've been making it slightly easier to become a partner, as long as you're consistent, which is always a hard problem for me. Is because they're trying to make up some of that fall. Yeah. They were even changing some of their verbiage and stuff in the contracts and stuff, saying it's no longer that. Essentially, it was no longer that you have to kind of make it on your own. As long as you have a community that's backing you up with the proper amount of revenue, essentially, then they'll also make you a partner. Which, I'm not going to lie, means I might have a chance. You know, insert here things. So you're saying there's a chance, even with how inconsistent I am. But you'll see no, you know, official like partner push from 4 to 400. No, I'm not gonna do that. I appreciate everybody who stops in. And if I get there, I get there. If I don't, I don't. I'll continue to try and up my stream quality. That's probably the reason why I haven't been streaming. Is I'm setting a bar for myself now. And until I can get to that bar, I won't stream. And once I do, I'll be consistent as much as I can from then. It's all I can do and all I can offer. Bite size, it's good to see you. How are you doing? Appreciate you stopping by. I'll donate some vodka to your bar. Wait. Which bar? How do you know about the bar? Which bar? Oh, I get it now. Well, I was kind of laughing because I actually have in my background a full, like, stocked bar. Yeah. The bar you're setting? Yeah, I got it now. I was just wondering if you, like, saw, like, an old thing, because for those of you who don't know, the thing that's usually behind me when I'm streaming is a custom-made bar with, like, a nice collection. We'll go with that in it, so. But, Bite Size, how are you doing? It's good to see you. Appreciate you stopping by for sure. Been, you know, I'll make you a little bit jealous. I've been hanging out with Hankin here. The only way it would have been better is if you know, Seg and King had all shown up, and then it would have been a full party. Though, you actually don't know this yet. I am going back to Tampa and Orlando in the first week of December, so I'll be around. Hang out with Seg, so I'll make you jealous back. Alright, valid. True. Seg good people. I have been wearing, though, also the Night Crew sweatshirt while I've been here. So there, I'll throw it right back at you. See if I got that arm ring. No, it's over there. Yeah. For those who don't know, back in the day, I worked with a local shop to do a custom. I mean, like, took me days of artwork and design and stuff to make these really freaking awesome hoodies with like the names across the top of the brim that would show down so you could see like who it was, and different colors, and full sleeves on each one, and all this cool stuff for a stream team that I used to run. So yes, you're moving to Tallahassee next month. Oh no. Well, that's unfortunate. Hopefully, you know, if there's a bar citizen, I don't think there is for this one when I'm there, but if there is one in the future, you'll come down and say hello? Maybe? Did Seg come down there, or did you go up to see him? Or just like in chat? He's one guy that it's kind of like Hankin in that regard, actually, to an extent. And even though Segallian actually predates him, we've been streaming together for so long. All our friends and family are down there. Yeah. Yep. Hey, if I ever get a more quote-unquote GRC role on my team, you'll be the first to know. Went to Canada after the Utah watch party. Oh yeah, that's right. You were telling me that. My bad. I kind of forgot. As I was saying earlier, I've not been running off a ton of sleep, and I've also been traveling a ton myself. So. Yep. You move 3 days after you get back. That's unfortunate. And you're not packed? Oh wow. Hopefully you have a crew coming to help get you there then? You've got everybody stressed out? Yes, as they should be. That is not a lot of time. I mean, I've done worse when I was single, but like the one time I was like, oh yeah, I'll just pack it up overnight and drive out in the morning. It'll be fine. But that was back when I lived in an apartment, so it was like easy. I threw in the back, all of it in the back of my bed of my truck. Took a few tries on a few of them to get them to all like come in like jigsaw puzzles, but we got it and off I went into the white whirlwind that was Canada in February. Don't recommend that one either. Yeah. We've already given 2 life lessons today. 1, don't put hand sanitizer in your eye, and 2, don't drive by yourself in February in northern Canada. So, my current place almost 20 years. I'm actually kind of a bit jealous for that. Unfortunate part about being like in tech, especially, is that you have to move more often than I like. Tech and military both. You're in a 1-bedroom apartment, so this shouldn't be terribly hard. Okay, yeah, that's not terrible. The 6-foot wide beanbag chair, the problem. You tried to think what movie it's like. Yeah, well, part of this is because of what I'm kind of used to now, right? Is I'm used to about every 5 years moving. The one benefit of it, and the one silver lining, it's also a negative, is that it's really good at keeping you from becoming a hoarder, because you kind of have to clean out at that point. But at the same time is like you have to get rid of some stuff that you really don't want to get rid of it too. So yeah, you're definitely money ahead if you don't move in most scenarios. You just go on top of the whole truckload and keep everything safe. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it'll be your roll buffer. You know, if you put a strap it on the top and you accidentally roll over the vehicle, then you know, it'll save you. Told you to leave it in the old apartment. Just be like, and you get to keep this now, apartment people. I like it. Although I just realized I have not. Hopefully nobody on TikTok is like, hey, what's up? Because I have not been over there checking out and seeing what's going on. Soccer streamer already. Alright. We'll try it the other way then. Starting to think bricks surrounded by cushions. Sitting in the kitchen making Sammy sandwiches? Sandwiches? I'm thinking we're saying sandwiches. I guess not. Let's try this again. There we go. That should have worked. Eventually. Let's see if it worked and it just didn't refresh. Nope. Try it again. There it goes. I've had a few people show up on that side. Okay, okay. No, I don't want that. This one. This is why I like having my home PC, I swear. Alright, it's not gonna do it. Alright, well, if you're over there, my apologies. You can hear him? My coconut crabs, I broke. Did you mute? No, I did not mute. A whole starter kit? Man, you all are having a whole conversation. I love it. Up at my house, it came with a washer, dryer, fridge, a king-size bed set. The sellers didn't want to deal with moving it all. A whole starter kit. I already had most of the stuff, which I left at the place I moved out of. Nice. I like it. 6-year-old phone it through on the ground and smashed. Oof. It breaks sometimes. Well, I mean, after that, I'm not surprised. Alright, folks, I don't have too much longer left. We'll find somebody to throw the love to here on the Twitch side. Appreciate everybody else. If you have any last questions, by all means, let me know before we call it an end. And we'll go throw the love to somebody else. I said, probably just going to let Hankin go live tomorrow, so definitely be looking there. I'll say hello if he lets me. I'm sure he will. And we'll play some games together. There's a couple that I think are going to be kind of fun. Well, the first problem is it's an iPhone, just saying. Let's see who we got that we can throw some love to. Oh, yeah. Let's throw it to somebody I actually got to meet at TwitchCon. We've never raided them before. He's currently live from the booth at TwitchCon, so he was one of the MCs for TwitchCon Direct. We'll see y'all over there. Appreciate y'all coming. And before I forget, yeah, he's good, peeps. He's also a fellow veteran. Let me do a quick shout out for the Bacon Dragon, who's been hanging out once again over my shoulder. I think I gave him some spotlight there. Close enough. And we'll see you all later. Veterinarian? Yeah, exactly that one. Fellow Air Force guy. And probably won't have streams next week, but the week after that, that's my goal right now. So we'll see y'all then. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday of probably not this week, but next week. So appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all over there in just a half second.